Well, we're back for the second season of 8-Bit MD's Halloween Harvest. And what better way to start it off with a look back at what we started last year, 28 weeks later. 28 weeks later starts off on an epic scale, much like the first one. It starts off by showing you a couple survivors who have been surviving the first couple days of the infection.
If he's still breathing, which I doubt.
You get a couple nice scenes of them talking.
It'd be your fucking neck.
The survivor shows up, it's a child, and they feel obligated to let the child in. After letting the child in, they instantly realize that he has been chased all the way to their location by the infected. Before I continue, I'd like to mention that this movie quickly clarifies that these ones do bite you, but they are not zombies. They are infected human beings and do not require being shot in the head. This movie is also really good for the Halloween season, and it is also really good for a 28 Days Later fan, as it instantly clarifies the time span between the infection to the movie now. Early in the beginning, it gives you this time span in days and then weeks. A fan of this movie and a fan of any movie might quickly realize that this is different from the first one in one crucial aspect. Where the first one had an overwhelming British tone, this movie clearly has an overriding American tone with British actors, with Robert Carlyle playing the lead infected and the lead father figure of the children. This does leave a couple questions, however, with only 28 weeks separating the two movies. Why are they going back? Well, this general has all the answers for us.
6 months ago.
We weren't here 6 months ago.
Are the infected still there? Did it go cross species?
What are you afraid of?
What if it comes
It
back?
won't come back.
What if
Do we have a
does?
If it
backup
comes back,
plan?
we kill it. Code red.
I see. Well, the movie follows the basic storyline of Robert Carlyle and his kids moving back to Britain. Unfortunately, Robert Carlyle lost his wife at the beginning of the movie, and she will not be joining us on this zombie escapade. Now, to get the zombies rolling, the story goes like this. The kids sneak out to visit their old home and gather up a few old belongings. When they get there, they find their mother. She's not dead like their father told her, and the army quickly swoops in to gather up the stragglers. Now, finding out quickly that she's infected, but only a carrier and not susceptible to the symptoms, she is placed in quarantine and scheduled for termination.
She's infected.
But before they could terminate her, Robert Carlyle comes in to the quarantine zone and breaks it by opening a door. This is, I have to say, is some pretty weak security while you have a crazy virus on the rampage, or the aftermath of a rampage. The American army quickly takes matters into their hands, locking down the civilians into what I'm pretty sure is a scene from every zombie movie. The civilians clustered into one location, and then an infected person getting it.
Do what you want, but I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Now, with the rampage going on, you know you're going to have a couple survivors. You have Jeremy Renner, is an American soldier who will be companionating with the other survivors on their way out of the quarantine zone. You have 2 children and a medical doctor. On the way out of the quarantine, not only are these survivors up against the infected, they're also going to have to go up against snipers, gas, a helicopter, and hordes of infected. The movie takes a nice twist at the end. As most zombie movies follow the storyline of a survivor, this movie portrays the survivors as the people in the side character role. Now, you would think that the children survive, but they get attacked. Now, I won't ruin the end of this movie because I definitely think it's a movie worth seeing, and the cap of a series worth seeing. But if you're looking for a nice tasty treat this Halloween and you want to just stay home because it's cold outside, grab 28 Weeks Later, grab 28 Days Later, and go check them out.